this type have become my absolute favorite. I really truly love a little bit of a glue book mixture with the collage, decoupage and all, and of course a little bit of mixed media there. So please enjoy it, stay with me, craft with me, and I hope you will truly love it as much as I love it. My new favorite, and yeah, I absolutely adore the whole process, and also looking at this beautiful, busy but yet amazingly pleasing to eyes art journaling spread. So I hope you will stay, enjoy it, and I invite you for some crafting time with me. Hello, my beautiful friends, my most special YouTube family. How is everyone today? I hope you are well, doing good, keeping safe and healthy. And I really hope you've missed me, because would you believe it? It's been, I think, 7 or 8 days since the last video, and I'm quite surprised it's never like this. I don't know where the time went, how this happened, but I'm back. Today is the 16th of June, which is a very current video, recording it today, publish it today. So whatever you hear in today's video, it's super current. The 3 pages that I'm going to show you today are from quite some time ago. Glue book, decoupage book, DecoJournal, art journaling, collage page, anything, you name it. Glue book is something that you have been hugely requesting, and I only made 3, like this one, and this one. I have to say, very little experience, not that I have a huge knowledge, quite opposite to it. I'm learning this myself, and to be honest, I love it so much. I'm enjoying the whole process of learning and actually changing it my way, and also showing you, teaching you, sharing this passion for it actually, and a huge excitement with you. It makes me super happy, and I can actually feel and sense that many of you also super excited in the whole subject. Everything started from this page. It's not on the YouTube channel for everyone, it was made for all of the members, and it started from stickers, because glue book is about sticking stickers mostly, and it started from these 2 books. All these gorgeous stickers, and some shiny stickers, transparent ones, some paper elements as well. Basically, glue book is about creating a story, creating a scenery, all from stickers, no mediums used, and making it pleasing to eye, making it for you to be happy and maybe send a message across. I actually didn't read, to be honest, what's the meaning of glue book. Not that I was interested. I just loved the idea of sticking the elements, making this super pretty. Then the second page was also created on the live stream, I think, for members actually, and we have created this gorgeous page, and not only we have stickers, but we also have some die-cut paper here, some digital papers as well, and more, some stickers and all. And then the last one was probably something that I have enjoyed, and that's what we will do, something similar today. I have enjoyed the most because it's something between art journaling in general, because it's all in art journaling theme. It's in the book, we are journaling, but it's visual art journaling. We're not we're not doing much here except communicating with images, and that's exactly what's here. But because I have used tissue papers as well, so it's like a DecoJournal, like decoupage. Because I've been collaging and adding elements, I call it a collage book. But because there is like a sticker idea, although those are not stickers but paper elements, you can call it glue book. I think sky is the limit, however you want to call it, I don't mind. But I do love the idea of creating a story scenery in a 2-book page, where I can actually make something whimsical, magical, something that will make others smile, maybe think about things, and something that will actually make me super happy. And if this can make someone else happy, that's even better. The last page is more me, because I have shadows as well here on the actual elements. I've done some white doodling. So this is more like mixed media-ish kind of. So I really wish to probably join all these styles between glue book page, deco page, collage, and mixed media art journaling, and make it all in one, and actually making it very much my own style or how I love making it. So combining all of these elements is just super, super important. I hope I have explained it to you, but also probably the most important part of it is there's no rules. There's no such a thing as you have to do as I say or as you see. I think art journaling in general, it's such a freeing, amazing way of expressing yourself that it really doesn't matter what you're gonna make, what you're gonna use. It is really up to yourself. Like, look at the book. Everything here has some sort of style. Everything here, it's unique in its own being. And that's about it. That's the most important part. Being happy. This butterfly always constantly is not happy there. Being creative in your book, enjoying that. People have been asking me, Marta, why? What's the point of making art journal pages? And I'm saying, the point is to love and enjoy the process of creating, of making something pretty, of just spending nice time with yourself, and just enjoy it because it's all about you, not to please anyone else actually. And glue book, it's more like the style of glue book, it's more like a composition with the tons of elements. And as I said that everything started from sticker books, I know that not everyone could actually get them. Plus, not everyone liked them. This is where the idea of the actual digital papers came as well to life, because I have been missing beautiful mushrooms, some animals, different people and all. So this is where the scrapyard came very handy, and all these gorgeous paper elements, crazy creatures and all. This is where we have the vintage animals in digital version. Also, actually the new one that are in the store that no one have seen it yet, vintage, beautiful vintage, a little bit tweaked and changed vintage photos that I totally love and enjoy for also art journaling. And what's great about digital papers is that everyone can purchase it. In terms of cost-wise, it's very low compared to purchasing the real product. You can print as many wish as you wish, and you can also get it everywhere you are in the world. I think that's a benefit, that's a huge plus. So yes, that's why I was thinking, I wish for elements that would be actually, I'm gonna glue down 2 pages together and chit chat to you. I wish for elements that I'm missing. So I have been missing like trees. I don't have trees yet. I do have them on the kind of on the tissues, but I've been missing cute animals. I've been missing some people, some focal points. I think over the years as well, I've heard like, Marta, there's no focal points, or I don't know what to use as a focal point. And I've been struggling with that myself, I have to say. And to be honest, I have been in the back of my head thinking, what focal points can I get? And I've been inspired by the glue book, the people that, the whole stationery community that is using beautiful vintage images, and everything kind of started coming together. And also, I'm back to using butterflies because you know what? I love them, and I'm okay with the fact that I'm using them constantly. And if for someone it's too much, that's okay too. Now, before I'm gonna start, I'm gonna show you something. The actual digital papers, they come in like a printed version that you can print it yourself and fussy cut and all. And I have been fussy cutting like mad, but Janet have spoiled me and sent it to me. Look at that. You're not gonna believe what I have here. I've been spoiled rotten. I've been super lucky, and thank you so ever much, because I'm quite short time with fussy cutting, and she has this machine. But before that treasured moment, she made this gorgeousness card. So thank you so very much. And she has this machine. Either this is like a chilote machine, or is this a broader scan and cut? I don't know which one, but she have cut all of the actual digital papers that I have, and free papers as well that are in the actual coffee page. She has cut this all for me, so I can just grab it and have it ready cut. I mean, seriously. And there's like millions of of these. So thank you so very much. This is gonna make my life so much easier to actually use these in today's project especially. So we need to have a think about what we're gonna use as well, what's the plan, what's the background, and I think we're gonna start off by gluing down probably just old book page. So I'm gonna grab that and be right back to you. Back to you. I have my old book page. You can use any really you have. And also I wish to stress it hugely that no matter what I'm showing you, suggesting you, saying that it's awesome and amazing, I really wish you to know that whatever you have in your stash is also amazing, probably better to what I have or others. So please, no comparison here. We don't compare what we have, what we don't have. Enjoy what you have, and if you're missing something, feel free to, you know, expand your collection or expand your what you need. But please don't feel the thing that you have to, oh, I have to buy it because Marta have used it. No, please. Actually, the noise that you hear, it's the popcorn popping, because I'm gonna be taking a small break right now after I glue down the background, and we'll be watching a volleyball match together with with Emily and Lucas, with popcorn in hand. So I'm just adding these old book pages. Why not? Look, something have broken here. That's okay. Look, we're not here for the perfection. Oh, the popcorn is super loud. I didn't think it's gonna be that loud. I wonder if you can hear it. Possibly you do. So I'm just adding on the edges because I usually have my, as you know, I usually have my things happening on the edges. And you know what? I think as well, I may jump in for some stencil this time. So hopefully we do a little bit of stenciling, a little bit of maybe stamping. I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. I'm super excited. I tell you, super excited, because I've been wishing to be here at this desk for a good few days, and it was just not happening. We've been shipping the last orders this week. Because we ship every 2 weeks or every week, depending on the amount of orders we have and time and all. So it was nice that we have shipped the last orders today. Yes, last orders went out today, so it's like, ooh, happy day. Now I have a little bit of background here happening, but I also have some other book pages, and I think it's nice to mix and match them, and maybe even like use some magazine. Sure, why not? Why not? These are leftovers from some other video, and that's awesome. So use the magazines. I think collaging with the magazine is fantastic, because it's really, it's like you are very much recycling friendly, which is amazing, and you are also not spending too much money unless you buying purposely the magazines, which I've done in the past, because we don't purchase any magazines. So that's why probably the digis are so handy, because when I purchase a magazine, not always do I like all the images there, but then having too much could be just overwhelming and just too much. So basically I'm building the background right now, trying to just have different types of paper. As you can see, some book, some magazine, different book. I'm not looking where it's upside down. I'm not looking at anything whatsoever. I'm just gluing it down just to make a lovely composition, just to make it happy. And look at my jumbo huge Pritt stick. I can't stop looking at it and laugh at it. I saw it online. No, not online. I saw it, someone using it months back, and I said, what? This is heaven for my art journaling. This is heaven. I need to have it. Anyway, we are gonna be leaving this at that right now and grabbing a little bit of white gesso, and I really wish to have it play like this. So I'm just grabbing white gesso just to have my borders, my where the papers meets and all, just to have this all kind of blend in and, you know, let's lose those borders where they kind of meet those papers and all, and let's just have a little bit of play. Since it's a glue book, mixed media, collage, decoupage all in one, why not? So we're kind of getting rid of these elements where they meet, making them all super happy family. And if you don't have white gesso, that's fine. Try to use maybe acrylic paint. White acrylic should do. That would do as well. Now next step will be to actually add a touch of transparent gesso, and I like that because it will give me the actual tooth to my page. And now I remember what I forgot, which is actually adding washi tape. Awesome washi. I love using my washi in the middle. I forgot here as well, actually. I think I added masking tape in this one, masking tape here as well, washi in here, masking, washi, so it's a mix. I like these washes. I have some coupon code in the description box if you wish to purchase gorgeous washes like these, so please check the description box under the video. And if you don't know how to find it, because I find it recently that what I speak, not everyone understands in a way. When I say it's in the description box, it's under the video. There's this little arrow. Click that arrow. Not only you're gonna find links, but you will find coupon codes, you will find playlists, you will find links to my social media and other things. So it's kind of like an encyclopedia of important things that are connected to this particular video. Yeah, so I think it's super fun. So I'm gonna leave this to dry, come back to you when I get kind of rid of our teen. She goes upstairs to sleep. When we finish the popcorn and watch the volleyball, as we said, we love volleyball, and now it's some championship happening. And Poland, it's fantastic in it. Like, I think they're champions. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they're amazing. They are super, super awesome. I'm a fan of watching, but I'm not too sure if they are right now the champions. I think they are, and maybe, or they nearly are, but they have been always amazing. So we're gonna watch that, and then I'll be back to you guys, because I really wish this video to be posted today. And tomorrow, you know what's important tomorrow? You're not gonna believe it. I know I shouldn't be saying that, but I will say it just in case I won't happen to be available online. We have in our vaccines tomorrow. So in case I won't be posting videos, please don't worry. Everything probably is fine. We just probably will be taking it easy. And we also probably figured out what was happening with Hannah's itchiness and legs since 2 years. So fingers crossed, we are kind of going into some good direction with things in life in general, because it's been quite a ride the last 6-7 months. It was a ride. I think that's the best word to even put it. A ride. And I mean it, and I'm not talking about the actual pandemic time. I'm talking in general in life. It was tough 7 months in general. Maybe I will speak up. Well, sometimes I do say things. If you watch all of my videos, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I absolutely love what I see. I'm going to leave this to dry. And when this is dry, I'm going to come back with some of those gorgeousness tissue papers as well. Oh, actually, I can even do it now while this is drying. So let me just grab some beautiful tissues. These are A5 size, which is the small one. I love these because these are like a background, perfect for background, perfect if you are wishing for anything like this, that will be like your beautiful background. This is it, here you are. This is absolutely gorgeousness. So I think I'm gonna I've used it before on some other page. Now that I remember, I have one more gorgeous page that I just forgot to show you. Maybe next time. So I created those because I really wanted to have some amazing... Oh, by the way, I'm using clear gesso from Little Birdie. Be sure to check them out, because this is my new recent, quite a few months now, new favorite. I've been testing it, so I wasn't really saying much, but I've been testing it for the past maybe 2-3 months. I love it, absolutely love it. So get it for yourself. Link is below, and also I have 5% off extra, so check it out. I think it's Marta 5 if I'm not mistaken, for the extra 5 5% off. They have very low prices. I mean, Little Birdie is known for very small, affordable products, small prices, affordable products, and quite a lot of. And I think if you first customer as well, you get extra percent as well or something. Look, check it out, check them out. Okay. So we have this background. I think we're missing one more somewhere. So let me see what we have here. We also have the bigger pages. So one more background and we are done, I think, with the background. So I'm gonna leave this to dry and then I will be able to come back and, oh, I love these. So when this will be drying, I'll be back to you when this is all nice and dry. And I will be able to actually, oh, I love that. I created all these tissue papers for the actual what we're doing right now. Like gorgeous backgrounds, like really, maybe here actually. Really, building scenery, have the tools to actually create something pretty. Again, you don't have to use what I have, no, but if you don't have the maybe the not the knowledge, but if you're not convinced about things, feel free to you know, jump in and use things the way as I use. It's a great way of learning, guys. Don't be afraid to do as others do as well. I think people are so afraid of copying. I don't think copying is bad if you give credit and you copy exactly, and copying is good. We are learning by it, by copying those that we admire and stuff like that. Like I've said, Glue Book was inspired by many stationery beautiful people who have been just loving stamps and stickers and everything. So it's not something that I've discovered. No, I'm kind of loving the style. I'm kind of trying to do it my way, how it feels good for me. And yeah, and I'm not saying, oh yeah, I've made it. No, I didn't. There has been beautiful, amazing people out there, and I have been kind of chancing their style into my own feel. So, you know, oh, I'm turning this upside down on the side. It shouldn't be like that. But you know what? This is whimsical and magical. So we are gonna be doing this. We are gonna just add this up here. Now, don't be surprised that I have some tissues that are not perfect because they have been printed not the best way, and I don't mind choosing them. Obviously, we're selling only the good tissues, but I'm using some kind of like they came out. It's very difficult to print on tissue, like super difficult, and sometimes they just the paper doesn't print perfectly. I think Lucas is looking for a phone. Are you? I don't have it. Lucas, I don't have it. Has to be there. So it doesn't print sometimes, like our manufacturer printing it and all. It's very hard to print on tissue, and the colors especially, because every little mistake you can see, like literally. Anyway, I think this looks super stunning. I absolutely love that. Let me see if we have something else. Oh yes, we have some other gorgeousness. Oh, this is lovely. This is lovely. I'm gonna add this as well. Now I'm playing between size of A5 size for my background and A4, so big and small. I think I just love both. I just kind of can't decide. Sometimes I love this more, sometimes this. Now we have tones in the background, like I mean seriously a lot, and that's okay. And I will be trying to incorporating something that will just be here, maybe some butterflies, maybe some fairies, like I have fairy garden fairies. So yes, we shall see, but the background is pretty much ready now. We can maybe put this one here, and it's super cute. Why not? Super fun, super pretty. And maybe maybe I leave it. Actually, guys, I leave it because, you know, I can get my elements ready from Janet, because she has cut so many. I mean, seriously, look at it. And we can start adding the elements. We can start to think that, oh, maybe this gorgeousness owl or something else. We shall see. I'm just gonna put these aside, come back to you within seconds, and yeah, I'll see you in a while. Back to you. It's quite late in the night, so I have to say I will not be able to finish. No, I will be able to probably finish this page today, or mostly, and I'm gonna post it tomorrow. The match was slightly longer, although it was 3 sets only. Poland have won with Japan, actually. So yes, Emily is upstairs, sound asleep. Lucas is at the computer, and I'm here finishing the page. And I've gathered a few things, and I was just a little bit playing around with elements, and I have got this lady. This is from the new papers that I just added today, because I think it is so lovely. And I added actually the big version of a lady and a face, kind of, so depending on your liking. And I love the actual size here, because she is gonna match beautifully here. She's gonna match beautifully size-wise in that book. Before I forget, I wanted to say a super important thing about this transparent gesso, because I only thought about it when I was watching the match, that actually, if you have didn't see, I've used this transparent gesso to adhere, to glue it down, to stick down the tissue paper. And honestly, I will be making the proper test and share it all with you, but I had tiny tests in somewhere here and there, and honestly, most of the transparent gessos would not work as a sealer like the Little Birdie transparent gesso did work. So please check them out, you will absolutely love it. It's my second jar, and yes, of course I'm gonna be suggesting you to get it, because it is a great product. It is a needed product if you want to do art journaling, decoupage journal, collage journal. You kind of need it. Transparent gesso, it's a must. So if your budget is small, then this price of gesso will actually be good for you. And also, if you think you can't afford it because your budget is small, yes, I understand, but please try to save for it, because it's a great transparent gesso is a sealer. So every time that you're trying to add some mediums on top of your project, it's gonna be working far better, looks great, working more efficient and all, just because you will be adding the transparent gesso on top. And also, as you could see, I have added all of my tissue papers with it, so I wasn't using any glue and then on top of that transparent gesso, but I've done it both underneath it and on top. So this is a must-have, guys, and I mean it. And not every gesso is smooth. This one is smooth, and I don't like the one that has a tooth in it. Like, it's kind of nearly like corsage in the texture. So it's small differences, but it really feels good or bad, and this one feels very good, actually, honestly. And no, this video is not sponsored. Yes, I have links to Little Birdie, of course, for you with the coupon code, but the video is not about this. I have been asked always, many times, what gesso is best or what do I use. So here is what I'm using for the past two or 3 months, and I can actually, with my honest opinion, suggest you that yes, price and quality is there, and I think that's the main thing. Now I'm also trying to fussy cut the inside, because I think it's gonna be just lovely. I really like I have also down here in a smaller version in different colors, so depending on the actual, like we have orange. Actually, my printout quite similar. This is more purple, this is more blue, this is pinkish, this is orange, and this is yellow. I think I don't have the best printer, but you know what, I don't mind. I mean, the quality of this print from this printer, I think it could be better, but that's okay. I think it's looking even more vintage, so I really don't mind. And actually, if you don't have a printer, that's okay. You can ask your friends to maybe print it for you. Maybe you can take it to your local print place. Maybe you can actually, what you can do instead, you could ask your neighbors, family, friends, someone. Look at it, she's gorgeous. So I think she's looking so precious and so perfect here. I also got this, like, it's lovely like that. Even I found Janet, thank you so much for all these. I will be sharing soon an idea, because I came up with an idea how to store your die cut for now I have been storing in the transparent boxes like that, which is also great actually. It is great. It is great. I like it, but I have another idea in mind that I hope to record a video soon. So I gathered some of these in kind of tealish color, greenish, and I love it. She's quite standing out here, yet she's very much vintagey, matching the rest. I think it looks really great. So I think she'll be there. I think a little bit. Do you know what? We can start gluing down slowly. Maybe this time I'm gonna take a smaller glue because we may need. Oopsie. We need less space here taken by glue. Okay, so yes, if you're wondering about the machine, I will also try to link you some machines for those who are looking for machines for cutting these out, because yes, it's very handy to actually being able to cut these out, isn't it, instead of fussy cutting with the scissors. But again, it's nothing wrong with that. I've done it, but I think Janet was basically so kind, so good, knowing that Marta doesn't have that much time as wish, and instead of cutting, she can concentrate on actually making the pages. So thank you so much for thinking about me. I have said it before and I'll repeat it myself. I have to repeat myself. I'm so lucky, privileged, and also for some reason I really feel that I have a very special people here on this channel, and I really mean it, because in the world of hate, in the world of women being against women as well, which is the worst, I think, in a way, in the world that it's really trying to fight with all these stereotypes and trying be kind to one to another and stuff like that, I think the fact that I have you guys that, you know, you're just like really kind and thoughtful, and I'm talking about plenty of you here, and you know, I'm talking about you guys. I'm not gonna be naming one and another, but you know, thinking about me, sending me links to things, or reminding me about stuff, sometimes sending me die cuts like that, or punches that I don't have, circle punches, so I wouldn't have to fussy cut my circles, stuff like this, you know. I think it's so thoughtful, because these days doing things for others, it's just so amazing. And yeah, I think I have been very lucky with everyone here. There's no bad comments on my channel, and I know that there are plenty on some others, so I don't know why is that. I'm very happy, of course, but yes, it's been very, very much a kind community here for years and years and years, and I just want to say thank you, because it's all down to you guys, down to me, down to us, isn't it? And it's so special that, wow, we can be here with each other and enjoying yeah, the community spirit and all. So wow. And I know that you as well help each other in the group, especially in my Maremi's Creative Cafe group on Facebook. She's so cute. Couldn't she have this? She could have. Or maybe something like that, or I don't know. Oh, this is lovely there. So I just really wish you to know that you are, oopsie, have I cut that? No. You are very much, guys, appreciated. And I don't think, I always feel that I don't say that enough. But thank you. Thank you, thank you. Now we have some more elements. I love the actual coloring here. I think it's so pretty. Now I also have, I kind of miss some mushrooms, but maybe, oh yes, and I also was thinking to maybe cut this one. Maybe I can actually add it here. Let's see if we need it, if she needs it. It's so cute as well, actually. Here, no. Yes and no, it could be both, I think. She could have it there as well and be super cute. Either way, let's think about what else we could have added this here. Oh yes, I wanted the docky. Somehow I just felt that, wouldn't the docky be so cute here? I think I'm gonna cut the dockies in between legs as well. Although I could have skipped that part, but yes. So I wanted to, one more thing to say. When I have mentioned about the vaccination, it's not that I'm preaching and saying, oh, please go and do it. No, everyone's choice is everyone's choice. I just said that we are going, and in case we're not around, especially me, no photos or no interaction, which can happen, because I've been hoping for this weekend to do a live show, live on YouTube, but I didn't plan anything because I was thinking, wow, what if I won't be able to do it, you know? I don't want to bring any hopes. If we feel good and Lucas as well, we may actually jump in and do it. So I'm not saying no, but just in case, I'm not planning officially anything. Just because I kind of do worry that you never know how things could be. Look at this. Quite crazy, fun and cute at the same time, isn't it? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. No, I think for this page, I think I wish to keep it a little bit. Maybe she will be there, but I really wish to keep this page a little bit calm and maybe not so very much. I have this one here. Maybe not so very much. I'm not sure that pink actually matches because it's very much greenery, and I think I'm gonna leave it as it is with the greenery. So maybe I'm gonna just. Oh, this is cute there. Yeah. What I was saying. So yes, maybe watch the channel. Maybe spontaneously we do it on Saturday, but only if things will be fine, you know. But I just don't know whether it's gonna happen or not. But yes, we have been thinking. Actually, Lucas have been thinking more. He's so fun. He said, Marta, what about the live? You didn't do any live last month, which is probably true. The time is flying, and as I have to say, the last week in Ireland was glorious, beautiful weather. If you're watching my Instagram, you would have seen it and all. It was very hard to do anything except lying in the garden. That's the honest truth. And you know what? I think it's okay as well. I've been workaholic for so long that having a week of really relaxation and all, it's all good and it's important and it's needed and everything aside. So, yeah, maybe that's why it's a little bit strange now to kind of go back to all this routine and all. Let's see what else we can add. I love the coloring scheme here because scheme. Oh, and these flies are so cute as well. She would match there. Plenty of these bees and flies and all. I think it's so cute. How about? I mean, this one is a very summery color scheme, all these greenery and all. We will do a little bit of shading, I hope. And of course, should we have the beautiful gorgeousness ladybird? Maybe next one. Let me see if I have something else. No. I'm just trying to see in these elements. Or maybe we're gonna add something from here, actually. Oh, these are so cute. And the mushroom. Do we have them? Oh, the mushroom would be cutesy as well, guys. Because it is like a little bit, I don't know. It's cute. It's really cute. Maybe there. Let's see what else is there. The more mushrooms. The more mushrooms and more mushrooms. I somehow love this. Oh, I love that one actually here on top of these elements, this color and all. Let's see. I'm not super convinced about this mushroom. Maybe the smaller one or something like that could be actually nice, or so, or here. And we could have a little bit of happenings there. How's that? I think it's lovely. I think I'm gonna leave it like that. I love it. I actually love it. So this will go there. Oopsie. I certainly need, oops, a little bit of paper. So I'm gonna do shading as well, because I think it's nice to do a little bit of shading, like this way or this way, or maybe this way. There's plenty of butterflies in this page, and you know what? I'm super happy about that. I've said it a few times already, not sure if you heard it, that not often, but sometimes I would get some words of and sometimes they would be like, oh, you're constantly using, and I remember it was something like, I'm constantly using butterflies. And you know what, I remember that after this comment I was so nervous about using butterflies that it was nearly on the back of my head for every project that I should not do it, I should not use butterflies. And I kind of stopped at some point. I was like really petrified nearly of using the butterflies. And I've been looking for different, and I couldn't find any of the gorgeousness, some focal points and all. And I know that this person didn't mean anything, just an information as such, like, yeah, you're using constantly butterflies every page or whichever. And I agree, I have been because I love butterflies, but I stopped using them in a way, you know. I just have left it because, and then I was looking for different elements, and I think actually by this comment, I think altogether it sparked to look for different things, and I think it's super amazing. Even from comment like this, constructive or not, we should kind of take it positive and try to work around what we enjoy and love and what can make things good. So I think this unintentionally happened to be part of what I'm doing right now, which is actually you know, having plenty of elements to play with. And I love it. I really, really, really love it, because we have so many things that we can mix and match. And I wish you to see when you have your digital papers from my store, I hope you will be able to see that you can really, truly, truly, truly mix and match all these collections. Even like these, you know, these vintage ladies, she could be easily here as well as just a square. I think she would be so amazing. They could be so amazing made smaller in 80Cs. Maybe that's for the next video. But you could easily fussy cut her, add her body, make some dolls, which I hope to do. So I think you can add some clothing from the other, maybe not to this particular one, but well, you could, clothing from the other collections that we have done. So all these digipapers, I think they kind of revolve between being the elements, being mix and match from animals to people to vintage to I think wings and magical and whimsical. So I think if you really look overall on all of these, you will see it that a lot of these items, they do really match to each other. They're really funky, they're really fun, and you can, sky is the limit. You can really enjoy them however you like. But also I wish you to know, use the elements you have. I just think I have the love for vintage, but vintage that it's like this vintage. So I think up to now I always liked the vintage, but not necessarily everything in brown. And I think I love this sort of vintage. For me, this is pretty vintagey vintage because of the beautiful Victorian lady, and because of the, I don't know, the docky and stuff. It's just the coloring and all. So I think it just kind of all came lovely together, I believe. I really truly think that. Oh, I love that. Maybe I'll add it there as well, or something else. Let's see. Oh, this is so pretty. And even my, those are my flowers. There's plenty of them, as you can see. Color, mix and match whatever you love. And I think it's so super awesome that even these match. You can really match up anything you wish. I'm just trying to see if I could have add something here, or will I leave it because it's bugging me that it's empty there. But on the other hand, it's fine, Marta. It's not that it has to be something, but it's telling me do something about it. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. Or maybe I'm just gonna leave it as it is, to not take away any of the actual nothing from her being the main focal pointing here. focal point, focal point. I love it so much. So you can also use your stash. That's the main thing. Use the paper, scrapbook paper that you have, fussy cut elements from those pages. You can also use the rice paper instead of tissue paper. I'm sure you have some of my rice papers, so please use what you have. I suggest you that. Please use the magazines, old book pages, see what's there. Now let me have a think of where this should fly. Maybe there or something like that. Crazy amount of wings here. Maybe another, but a tinier one. Do we have a tiny one here in these color? Oh, maybe this one actually should be here. Oh, I think it's matching. I think it's lovely like that. Okay, so now definitely having all of these pre-cut for me, it's hugely handy because I can just jump in here and there and see what I can use. Oh, I was thinking that I didn't glue down everything, and there we go. There we go. By the way, even the glues have been given to me by my beautiful friend Robbie. Thank you so much. Like, I mean, what I have said before, I really do appreciate small gestures, small pieces, small things that people do think of, and I think that's super amazing. So yeah, wow. I think it's gorgeous. Now, I don't know, where's the page that oh, it's so different to this one. I have no idea where's the page that I have created with, give me 1 second, I should have it here. 1 second. I have it. I have two things on the way. I'll show you how all these looks, because I have them cut. Let me show you, because yes, my beautiful friend have cut it all for me, but I just want to show you how it looks uncut. Oh, here is the, no, I don't know where the cats are. Anyway, I know where the wings are. So wings, there we go. So they're coming in on the pages. You just download them, print them, as many as you wish, and you can fussy cut them and use in your projects, of course. And there's more, but anyway, let me show you this page. This is another page that have been made on the actual live stream, I think, for members as well. So if you fancy joining the membership, you can. Make sure that you're gonna use your phone or your laptop or your PC. At this membership option, join button next to subscribe button does not appear, just does not show on the iPads. And also, if you're already a member, please know, because I think not everyone can see it, you go to community tab on my YouTube channel. It's on the top part next to videos, next to playlists. So community tab, scroll down, you will see the posts. This is where I communicate with you. And also, if you're not too sure if you missed any videos from membership videos, please check every description. Under every video in the description box, there's link to playlist, which is super important. So playlist for all the exclusive content. But also I wish you to know that the membership is super important to me, because equally as the YouTube channel, because I'm able to make videos like today, free video like this. There are some videos like this project which was made with membership, with members on the live stream, for example. And here we go, we have a beautiful page that I'm able to create here on the main channel, because I'm able to just have, you know, have my mind into making videos, because other things are looked after. I don't know if that makes sense, but I just wish you to know that yes, and you can join and you can cancel anytime. You can change up and down level, go up or lower, whatever you like. Yes, what else you actually get? You can read about what you get for each level, but I think you get more than I actually explained there, because I try to surprise my members with things. And for example, they got some free digital papers from the shop as well recently, those who were on the live stream. So, you know, small things here and there. But anyway, I think it's time to do a little bit of shading, and I'll show you what I'm gonna use to shade it. You're not gonna believe it. This is a new product. It's called Tinted Charcoal. I have used it already, one of them, this one, and I'm gonna use it again today, I think. or maybe this one, because it's so pretty. It's matching, totally matching. And yes, I've used it here. Look, it's like this. It's a charcoal pencil with a tint color. I mean, it's like amazing. So I'm gonna try to do a little bit of shading there. I may see which color may work best, but I think this could be the best one, actually, or this one. They're quite similar though. Maybe this one is lighter. I'll see. Let's have a see. Let's have a look. So basically, this one is a green one. Yeah, that could be very nice actually. So it's a charcoal pencil. Like, I love charcoal because it's easy to blend, easy to rub and all. There we go. But it has a tint of color in it. I mean, it's like one of you have, if you're watching this video, you know that you have mentioned this to me on the comment section months back, January I think or something, when I was saying my favorite products and have you got something that I should try, and some of you have said, Marta, you have to try these, and she was right, you were right, because wow, I think it's amazing. I didn't test all of these colors because I didn't have time, although I would really wish to make a video completely, totally about that product, and I will very soon, I hope, because there's one more product which I wish to speak about going together with this one. So anyway, I think I'm gonna do quickly this off camera, guys, because it's gonna be a little bit boring to you, I guess, and I may be back to you when I will finish off all these. I'm going on around all of these actual elements, so just to have it all nicely done and standing out from the page. So basically the reason behind to outline it all and just smudge it and things like that, it's for the elements to stand out better from the page. Especially this page is so busy that I'm sure that those elements will appreciate to be a little bit more visible and all. So here we go. Probably it could be handy as well to use different colors to different elements, like the bunny could be more with the brown or something. I don't know if this would work together, but I think next time worth to try for sure. So, and I don't know where I have this kind of thing that you can, instead of using finger, you can smudge it out with some rubbery thing, like a rubbery something. Instead of the finger, because after a while it will hurt. Yeah, but I think this is allowing, like, you can use, if you don't have this tinted charcoal, I only got it now, I'm sure you have any sort of regular pencil, a HB pencil or graphite or charcoal pencil that will actually work for you to do the smudging around it, or maybe Inktense pencil, or actually anything you have that will create the effect of being outlined, and then that you will use smudge it around it to create this beautiful shadowing effect, having it all lovely standing out from the page. So my friends, I'm gonna pause here and be back to you in a second, literally when everything is beautifully colored, outlined and all, and we'll be talking then, seeing how to finish the page. Will we finish the page? If we finish the page, will we add some splashes? Will we add some white doodling as well? Sure, we'll see what we're gonna do. Yes, I like that. I actually love that, I should say. And I love the tinted color of the charcoal. I think it's gonna be my new favorite product to be used. It is quite amazing, I have to say. So wow. I thought that the color is not gonna be that visible, but it is actually very much visible. It is like, it's no joke. You can really see the color. So yes, how is that? It looks gorgeousness. You can see between this page and here, so we don't have any outline there, and we have tons of outline here. You can see now in some elements, in some places, I kind of like to have it even more standing out. like here in the kind of corner here, even darker. But then maybe I'll go with the regular or gray charcoal here as well to make it even more standing out or something. I shall see. Make sure that all your elements are dry, because if you're gonna be rubbing it all, you may destroy it. Like this one is moving slightly, I think. Yes, it is. So be careful when you are smudging it. And definitely it would help if I sharpen up the pencil. But I'm too excited to finish off the page that I'm not even thinking about sharpening. But I should have, because it would make it much nicer, easier to work with, and the line would be smaller. But then I'm going quite aggressive and wild, and here that it's okay. Oh, actually it's okay. You have to see it. If you didn't see it, Nightbird yet, go and see it. The girl got a golden buzzer. I've seen it on YouTube. Nightbird, her song about cancer survival. Oh my, it's okay, it's okay. You have to watch it. It's a couple of millions views. No wonder. She's outstanding girl. If you didn't see that, get the tissues, because you'll be crying. It's quite sad and beautiful at the same time. A Nightbird. If you write it Nightbird, I'm sure you'll find her. Yes, beautiful original song and an amazing story behind it. It's okay, it's okay. Yeah, not with my voice at 2 o'clock in the morning. I think it's 2 already. How crazy. That's quite late, isn't it? Not for us, don't worry. That's literally how we actually operate. We sleep till 10, 11 because we go to sleep at 4. And Hannah goes to sleep at 11 or something. So our times are a little bit trenched, especially now, summertime. I think soon I'll be changing, because I really miss my exercise routine. My routine in general, it's gone out the window since all the ear infections have been happening, all the other issues that you've been aware of what's going on. So I miss that, so I hopefully be back to more of a regular exercising and just trying to be back on track with things, including sleeping at the kind of more normal hours, I guess. Yes. Okay, now I absolutely adore it. She's gorgeousness. I think we could have it even darker in places, so you can see half of the page being done. I'm just checking if we're recording, but we are. Half of the page being done, and it's like, I love both versions. I love the very much no medium look, and I love this one as well. I guess it depends on your liking, on your loving. I love it all. I love both, but for today's one, I'm gonna definitely outline it. I really wish this to be outlined. Okay, I'm gonna pause here, and I'll be right back, guys. Back to you. Everything is pretty much outlined, as you can tell. It's kind of shadowy. Everything stands out more. Everything is more sharp, I think, in a way. Although we have smudged around, I think it's a little bit more sharp. I also used off camera just a liner, just the marker, just like, not liner, marker, like a black liner, whichever, just at some places, because it didn't want to write too much, and I actually didn't want this to be too precisely outlined either. So that actually worked pretty well, because it was not really giving me perfect lines. So I was, let's say, concentrated in those niches in here where the elements meet. So I was kind of making it darker, and same here in the kind of corners of the actual images. Off camera as well, I forgot, I have cut out, not this one, I don't know where it is, this one. I have cut out this bit because I felt that it's a little bit too dark, so I have took the actual, like a craft knife, and I just have cut it and added some, and it looks far more nicer. So even sometimes, and now I'm playing with white a little bit, so even sometimes if things are not sometimes you can just fix things or change things or add up things even later on. It's okay, you know, I glue it down, but I still managed to change it a little bit because it felt that it will be much nicer, much better. Now I'm just going with the white. Really, every time I'm adding white, it's more like a common sense, like where I'm gonna add it. I'm kind of adding it in a few places, but I don't have much plan as such. I'm just adding where it feels right, where it feels good, and that's it really. Probably more on one side more than other. Oh, we can do a little bit of white dots here for these for this butterfly. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I'm nearly done. I think I'm kind of done. I don't feel like adding any title in this unless a tiny maybe. I made this. I'm gonna add this. I made this and this is mine. I don't know where this goes, where this match. I can actually make this a little bit shorter on this side and this a little bit shorter on this side. So this would allow me to be more small in somewhere in here, either here. I made this or here. Yeah. Okay. Now I should add some date as well. If I can find my dater. When was the last time I used it? There we go, 15th of May. I think today is the 16th. Actually, it's the 17th because June, because it's past midnight. I was hoping I'm gonna finish earlier, but no. And I won't be able to add it now, but that's okay. I'll add it tomorrow, so you're gonna have it tomorrow. Oops, we can't see it much. We're gonna have it for tomorrow. I really love it. I love how decoupage and collage and art journaling and glue book and everything is here. Making a composition like that, making a little bit of like a scenery, I think it just, sky is the limit. Use your imagination, really use however it feels good to you. There's no, like, I have started, I would suggest that the background could be as the first, and then like what's on the back, like all these, you know, elements, they are on the back, the paper as well, the background paper, like all the book pages, and then the rest, all these elements, all these butterflies, animals, focal points, whatever feels right to add, and then you can add it after when you have your background kind of ready. So that's kind of the only rule, I guess, because you can't start with elements and then play with the background. Create the background first and then start adding your elements. I think I'm gonna finish here, my friends. I really splashes, I think it's a must, Marta, because I didn't add splashes recently, but I feel a huge need for it. So I'm gonna just get some white here. I really wonder what you think about this whole new journey that I'm discovering. It's a journey for me, but I hope it's also a journey for you, because I think it's lovely to really get out of our comfort zone. It's great to do things that maybe we haven't done at all. Trying out different things, you know, I really believe in that. I'm just gonna a little bit cover up slightly the elements so they won't be too much splashed out, but just a little bit in places. So yes, I really would love to hear from you. Definitely let me know your thoughts. Are you gonna be trying out these techniques of glue book? Because I think you can use anything in the glue book. You can use stickers, you can use paper, amphora, you can draw as well if you like. I love that. It's a mixture of my favorite art journaling, decoupage, with the glue book. I love that. Glue book, collage. I think next time I'm gonna try to add stenciling as well, which would be so much fun. Oops, sorry, camera is shaking. So much fun because we could incorporate that as well, but with so many amazing elements, I just love it. And I think it's a great way of actually as well collecting and making like creating like your like from digipapers, even like having your own collections of elements, flowers here, butterflies here, animals here, people here, elements to people, and so on and so forth. And I think it's such a great opportunity. I can only promise you that I will be start drawing my own elements, and I cannot really wait for that, because I'm getting a new tool that will allow me to do it, and I'm so super excited. I'm gonna share that, of course, with you when things will happen. You'll be first to know. I'm thinking about something else. Was there anything I wanted to say? Oh yes, well, it would be lovely to let me know what you think. Share this video as well, because it always helps to spread the word. Especially that this is quite a new subject, I guess, the glue book thing. I'm gonna put them like that because they have splashes on them. It's okay that the other elements have splashes, but maybe not everywhere. Yeah, I think I kind of managed to, you know, stay away from, well, the bunny has a splash, but that's okay. Oh, I really think the splashes added up because it was kind of dull-ish, although beautiful. Okay, my friends, let me know what do you think. Don't forget to check the shop for the digipapers. Check your stash. What do you have? You can get things on the flea markets as well, in the second-hand store, old books and stuff. Please check them out. I will finish here, wishing you a wonderful time. Please tag me as well on your pages on Instagram. I should start sharing your project because so many of you have used digipapers recently, and I was like, oh, there's so many that I didn't have a chance to even share them all, but I will share my stories. So please tag me. Use hashtags so we all can see each other's projects. I really love it. I think this lady is just so gorgeousness there. She's matching so very well, and I love that. Quirky, cute, a little magical, and I love the colors. Not typical for me, which I like. Yeah, I hope it's more teal in the camera because it's very tealish to me here. Okay, bye for now. I'm gonna finish here. Yeah, wishing you a wonderful time, and I'll chat to you very soon. I love you, but I have to go. Bye.